Welcome to episode 5 of Beastars. Last time, Lugosi beat the shit out of Bill on stage. I can't wait to see where it goes from there. Lewis came in at the end, and that was pretty great. Good ending, so we'll see what we've got this time. We're going to watch it and discuss. Got the subtitles and timer on the screen if you want to follow along that way, or you can pull up the episode on the side, but let's get into it. Starting with the opening. In 3, 2, 1, play. Alright, so yeah, we haven't really had Haru focus in a little bit. We had that whole ending of episode 2 and talked about her a bit in episode 3 and nothing really in 4. So we'll see more of her sometime. But Lugosi's great, Lewis is good, and you never know what new characters we'll get focus on, so I'm good with whatever we get. So while the OP is playing, let me say that if you enjoy these videos, subscribe to the channel. Beastars comes out every Sunday with other videos every single day of the week. Also check out the description down below for links to Twitter and Discord if you want to hang out there, and Patreon, where you can get these videos early, vote in polls for what shows I watch, and get vlogs that will never be on YouTube. I feel the need to say this because some people still don't know, so I gotta repeat it ad nauseum. Sorry if it gets annoying. That is called jazz indeed. So here we go with episode 5. Is this like the widest shot that we've had of the world so far? So what are they reporting on? What are they saying in the paper? He pulled a machine gun and he got set on fire. Shit spiraled out of control real fast. That age when you even try to find a reason for the dirt on your tail. Try to find some meaning in every little thing. Yeah. Front page news. I mean, they look good together in the photo. I don't know what the article is saying. A dark hero. What is the relationship between things like wolves and dogs? Is it like Balto, where they're like, oh, you're half wolf, that's gross? Or do the wolves look down on the dogs for being like domesticated, even though they're not in this world, but you know what I mean? Yeah. Things weren't quite as they were probably reported as being. Doesn't want to confront Lewis after what he did, which is understandable, but I mean, the way Lewis stepped out like that was pretty cool. We're doing it anyway, though. Gotta apologize. Messing up his beloved play. You don't? Okay. I thought that's why he went out there, but I guess not. And that does make sense. Not quite that far, I don't think. They were basically done. Oh, shit. Banned from the club? For how long? Wait, who's behind him? Oh, hi. Hello. Oh, Lewis! No, no, don't take my picture. Yeah, that look in his eyes. You definitely didn't imagine it. All right, yeah, just go along with it. No, we absolutely planned it, and it was just a brilliant stroke of genius. It's a highly experimental art form where we change the play every time. Okay. That seems to basically go along with how he's been so far. He respected Bill for, being true to himself and trying to be the best carnivore he can be. So it does make sense. I wasn't sure if he really did get offended by the blood because that was maybe taking it too far. But no, he's like, yeah, I mean, that's what I would expect of you. And so, whatever. All right, this guy knows. Interesting to see canines following the 3 second rule. Dogs famously will just, pick up anything off the ground and eat it. Why is the pool empty? Just, yeah, that was a big thing. It was a big moment. Something like that. Maybe the start of that kind of thing. Starting to get feelings. With those little doors. Like, even the little door is too big for some. Like the mice. Where do they go? Took him a while to get there. But he got there, and it's not with who you may expect. We're not talking about a wolf. That's interesting, though. Like, even younger, first getting into his teenage years, never quite had those feelings just because of how he was. Things are changing for him a lot now. Lewis is here with Haru. Well, shit. I thought they were gonna kiss, and I was gonna be like, how does that even with his snout and but okay, wow. Just as they're talking about Legosi's feelings. Wow. Relatable as somebody who has always had big dogs who shed rapidly. What is that? Fearsome dinosaurs. Alright, well, we get to go somewhere else and see this festival. That's kind of cool. I'd like to see that, whatever it is. See this other place. The port. Oh god, that looks terrifying. With the bird with his eyes closed and those red slits. It'd be great if there were just dinosaurs in this world. They see them sort of as godly. That's interesting. Okay, that's kind of cool. They're honoring their dinosaur ancestors. I see. Well, maybe Lugosi will want to do that with somebody. That's so cool. That's such a cool idea, this dinosaur festival. It's weird that they call it the Meteorite Festival, though. Like, why would you name it after the thing that killed them? Is meteorite the right term, either way? Not meteor? Like, not the whole thing? Yeah, your awkwardness isn't just gonna disappear overnight. He did get scratched up pretty good, but yeah. Bill's face heals. He's fine. Yeah, okay. Bye. Dead flowers. Dying. You think so? I mean, is there anybody who does anything with flowers around here other than you? Oh shit. What an ass. Bitch ass bunny. It's not your fault. I literally just fucked Lewis like 5 minutes ago. Your boyfriend's a dumbass. I love how she stands up to those bullies. Yours and his? That's interesting taking it from like this biological perspective. Like because of you, like my subspecies or whatever is more endangered because they want to fuck you over me. But also don't be a bitch and maybe you'll get somebody. Damn, they're getting speechless here. Wow! Holy shit. And now they're afraid of him coming up from behind. Meteoroid Festival? Is that what it was? Holy shit, Haru. And then there he is. She really is tiny compared to him. I didn't even know how that would work. I mean, she says she was willing to do it, and she's like, if you want to be rough, we can do that. But that's like a big difference there. Hello. Yeah. I guess it's been a while since then that they've talked. He doesn't know what to say. Well, obviously she remembers you. She just said that. He can't do it. He can't talk to a girl. A girl he's interested in. He's got to bend over so far. You didn't sleep with him. You remember that, right? I think you would remember if it happened, considering that, you know. Yeah. She just, because, like, all the other guys just sleep with her so readily, I guess she just kind of forgot. She just kind of assumed, like, oh yeah, he must have too. It was so unusual for her that she forgot. It's a weird sight to everybody else. She's got to sit on her backpack. Oh, his. Yeah, that backpack is too big for her. Oh my god. Shit. Yeah. The terror. Relatable. Does he not even know her name? I didn't know that he didn't. I didn't realize that. What's what's in a name? I don't think he needs to grow much bigger. Was that a typo or was that him just speaking funny because he's nervous? What just happened there? Don't say that. Why? Why? Well, you're getting to talk. Yeah, you really were. Straight away. Yeah, I'd say so too. But she's also kind of saying that in the future that doesn't really, it's probably not going to work. So maybe don't get your hopes up. But I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, she did. She thanked you, and you did a good thing. But she's right. Yeah, what is that reflex? Is that just from seeing like a wolf take bites of food? Is it like a little jolt of fear? Yeah. She tries to maintain this facade of happiness, but there's this there's this bit of fear in there. So she's got a lot of conflicted feelings here, saying, "Yeah, that wouldn't have worked practically," and I'm afraid of him, and he's trying to get close to her, but she knows he's nice. I mean, look at Shaq and his wife. Have you seen that? Look up a picture of that if you haven't. Well, there you go. Says her piece and goes. Maybe we can talk again some other time. And maybe I'll talk too. He's walking her home. What? Should you do what? Oh, help her with... Yeah, that's nice. Why am I so invested in a romance between a wolf and a bunny? How'd that happen? This music's really nice. I mean, yeah, you good job. Good call. Put in that effort to get closer. And you got her name! I don't know why I think this is so sweet. He's just such a relatable, good character. And the music is good. It's making me all teary-eyed, which is bizarre, but it's happening. Well then. Probably nothing after the ED, but let's check. Still no mention of the murder. I'm. Is that even ever going to come back? Like, maybe that's not even relevant. They're just going to forget that there was a murder. But yeah, that was a really nice scene to end on. I don't know why that got to me so much, but yeah, let's talk about it. All right, episode 5, we get to see Haru again after a little while and get some focus on her and some development for her relationship with Legosi, which is really nice. Still no mention of the murder, so that's just kind of to the side for now, but that's fine. Getting to see more of Haru is great, and Legosi being such a likable, relatable protagonist that I'm just liking more and more, and those two together, I really like everything that we've got here, everything that we've got going on, all the different things that we can focus on, all the different things that they present, whether it's new characters or new plot lines, and then you've got the whole murder hanging its shadow over everything that we can go back to for the latter half or the end of the season, I don't know, but bringing up this whole concept of this meteoroid festival or whatever, the concept of getting to go to a new place in general, just to see what other areas in this world look like. That's exciting. The fact that it's a festival makes me interested in what it'll be like visually. And just the idea of them honoring and paying respects to dinosaurs is such a cool idea for a world like this, and sort of maybe not necessarily directly worshiping them as gods, but he does bring up the idea of them being seen as like godly beings. Maybe it's different for different people. Maybe some people straight up worship them as literal gods, and maybe some people just honor them as if they were gods, like honoring your ancestors. But either way, that's an awesome idea. That's a religion that I would follow. I'd get behind that if anybody wants to start that with me. This fucking our Lord and Savior Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'm into it. Like, I believe the dinosaurs were real, so we've got a solid basis already. So let's start it up. That'd be great. But yeah, that's really cool. And so seeing those visuals that we've seen already, I can't wait to see more. And if there just were dinosaurs in this world, that'd be cool too. I'd buy that, but doing this is a really fun idea. But yeah, just seeing more of Haru is great. Watching her get bullied by the bitch-ass rabbit is no fun, but I love how she stands up to them and just tells her off. It's interesting her coming at it from like such a logical perspective, though. I mean, clearly she's being a bitch. She's not a good person, it doesn't seem. Her boyfriend's an idiot and an asshole, and you can't blame Haru for this. But she's also coming at it from like the completely logical perspective of like, it's because of you that Harlequin rabbits are gonna go extinct. So it's like an actual genuine biological fear, which is kind of interesting. It's a fun little element added to it. But the way Haru just insults him and tells him off is really great. I love how she does that. I don't know if they really heard any of it because they were mostly being scared of Lugosi slowly approaching. But either way, it was good. And just their whole relationship so far has been great. I love how she didn't even remember that she didn't sleep with him at first, because that's so just ingrained in her mind that that's what happens. Just instantly, yeah, I sleep with this guy, I guess, because that's what they all seem to want, that she didn't even really register, even though in the moment it seemed pretty impactful. She was like, wow, that's really weird. That was so unusual for her. It's something she's so not used to that she kind of forgot about it and just assumed that she must have slept with him. And she was like, oh yeah, I didn't, did I? And then she remembered everything. That's really interesting. The huge difference between them, where he's sitting there not even being able to talk, like, oh my god, this was a mistake, this was a horrible idea, I don't know what to say, should I say that, would that be weird, am I freaking her out, what's going on here, I don't know what to do. And then she's the type of person who has slept with so many people and is willing to do so at the drop of a hat. There's such a big difference between them, and is even sleeping with Lewis right now. As we're cutting from talking about Lugosi's feelings for her to her sleeping with Lewis. Harsh, so that just adds a whole nother layer here that's really interesting. But yeah, like, I got teary-eyed towards the end, and I don't even really know why. I think the music definitely contributed. It was really good. But just, I like Lugosi so much, and he's so relatable and interesting. And Haru's a good character too, and it's such an odd pairing. There's such different people, and of course physically very different animals, that I'm really curious to see where it could go, and I kind of root for it because it's so fascinating, and seeing everybody watching them, like which one of them is doing this on a dare, what's going on here. It's such a weird pairing that I want to see where it goes. So seeing him bend down to tie her shoe, and just we get the close-ups of their eyes and them just looking into each other's eyes with this music, and him seeing her for the first time, really. I don't know, I thought it was sweet, and the episode ended right there, and I was like, oh, it's a nice note to leave off on. But yeah, I just enjoyed that a lot. And she sees that he's nice, and she wants to know him better, but also having that instinctive fear, even if she really doesn't remember that he's the one who attacked her at the beginning. There's just this inherent fear. I really like that with the leg twitch, because I was like, what is that exactly? And then I started piecing it together that that's probably what it was, and then she confirmed it, that seeing him open his mouth and bare those teeth and take bites out of something, you've got this little fear like, oh shit, he could do that to my head if he wanted to, and she just has this urge to run. And all this going through her head while he's wondering what he should say and if he should ask for her name and how do I go about doing that. And it's so different, and she's conflicted about that, and also about the whole sex part of it, because she's like, it was probably a good thing that you stopped me, because I don't know how that would have worked. She was willing to go through with it because that seems to be how she's just been ingrained to act through her interactions with other men. But yeah, there's quite a size difference, and I don't know. So maybe they'll work it out in the future. But as someone who is developing feelings for her, that must have been disappointing. He's like, well, I mean, yeah, right then it was weird, but maybe I was hoping someday. But it's just a really interesting conversation, all the different feelings that they're having. The fact that he's never really had these feelings before, that Jack points out, is really cool. Seeing this guy Jack as well and learning more about him. I liked his scenes too, and his conversations with Lugosi. But yeah, like, he's been so shy and awkward and repressing himself for all these years, and now he's finally sort of coming out of his shell and changing and meeting Haru and this experience with Bill, and he's growing, and it's great, but it's not all going away all at once. He's still shy and awkward. He's like, I thought I was doing it, I thought I was moving forward, but nothing has really changed. Shit, what do I do? It's really relatable, and it's great. And yeah, just the newspaper club just running with it, and people not being totally sure, like, was that part of the play? And they, of course, have to pass it off as if it was, and just try to spin it in that way. And then you've got some people who might realize that it wasn't, like Jack, and some people who just spin it way out of control, like, he had a machine gun and he got set on fire. Like, okay, I don't know how you got to that. But yeah, Lewis kind of telling them his convictions, like, people just be staying true to themselves and their convictions and being the best that they can be, which is, of course, what he wants and what he prides himself on, and trying to, or like seeing somebody like Bill just be a carnivore to the best of his ability. He respects that, whereas somebody like Lugosi, who doesn't take advantage of his natural strengths, he sort of looks down on. And last time I said that maybe seeing the blood, the rabbit's blood, was a bit too far. But no, he actually doesn't really look down on him for that at all. He understands that that's who he is, and he's kind of fine with that. But yeah, this guy Jack just acknowledging Lugosi's feelings and everything was really great. I can't wait to see this festival and where that goes. What happens with the bunny bully, where we go with her. For now, getting scared off by Lugosi was pretty nice. Shame about the flowers. Lugosi and Bill are banned from the drama club for a little while, so we'll see what they do in the meantime. Him covering his face when they were taking pictures was pretty adorable as well, and it gives Lewis a nice little more humanizing, I guess you'll say, despite the animals, moment of kind of being a normal person and letting the mask slip a little bit, where he always has to be this perfect, charismatic paragon in front of everybody and just be on his best at all times. He has that little moment where he wavers like a normal person with all these people there in that moment, and he has to try to figure out what to do, and you can see it in his eyes for a few seconds where he really does have that moment. So that was nice. And yeah, like, there's so many interesting characters that I can't wait to see what happens. I don't know if we're going to get the dinosaur shit next time, but that'd be really cool. I still think that's a fun idea. I just love all the little details when we just see, like, random classmates, like, thinking about asking other ones out, or we see them all shedding, stuff like that. Just cool little moments. I can't wait to see Lugosi and Haru together more. I hope they have a lot of more scenes together from now on. I hope they don't have to get together right away or anything like that, but just being friends for now, just scenes of them interacting, and see how that goes with everybody else, how the rest of the school feels about that when they see them together more often, if that'll happen. What they'll think of it, how they'll feel about the difference in size and species and everything, because of course Jack was like, wait, you have feelings for somebody? Which wolf is it? Like, he's trying to figure out which wolf it would be, and just, of course, Haru's reputation. There'd be a lot of conflict there. So yeah, like, like I've said so many times, I didn't know what to expect coming into this show, and it's been so different than what I thought it might be, and it's been so unique. And to have this high school drama, but with such a cool spin on it, with these animal characters, with such great visuals, and with such good characters too. Like, it's got so much just relatable human drama that you would like to see from any rom-com or anything like that that's like this, but it has all these extra things in there too that just makes it so much more unique and adds so much thematically that, yeah, it's fucking great. And I have no idea how long the manga is, how long it's been going, how long they can keep up something like this, but I've heard it's great all the way through, so this will probably only be 12 or so episodes, which sucks, but I'm looking forward to them. So I can't wait to see where it goes. The strengthening of Lugosi and Haru's relationship, and Lugosi growing as a person. Just that realization at the end, like, I need to be the one here to close this distance between us. Like, I was being awkward and standoffish, and I need to take steps to repair that. Just that realization, and then doing it and learning her name is great. So I can't wait to see what else he goes through and where we go with this story. It's really cool. I like it a lot. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel. Check out all the stuff linked in the description down below. Appreciate it, and I will see you next time.